Mics are live. Let's switch over to the stream. And we are back.
Yes.
Michael has had a chance to compose himself. Well, no, Kyle has had a chance to compose himself. What is Michael doing?
Michael, having bought the brewing supplies, is now going to try and find a vast different amounts of wheats and barley.
Oh, we're going to say that came with the brewing supplies.
Oh. Ooh.
When you paid that 40 gold, he gave you everything you needed to start brewing.
Ooh.
It's just easier on us all. I don't mind you guys haggling with shopkeepers, but haggle for something that isn't a common thing. Haggle over potions and magical items. That's interesting. Demand finer clothes. Wheat and barley? No, you get that. There's certain things you haggle over, and there's some you just pick up. You pick up food.
Like 20 tons of barley.
Are you looking to start your own brewing company? Because then we are going to haggle that out. He gave you what would be within. What you got is enough that you're like a mini, a garage brewery. Yes.
Yeah, a microbrew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Frick is going to love you, by the way.
Well, that's enough to actually get Frick started off. Once he's actually able to start his own.
Oh
stuff,
yeah, I'm pretty sure he can give you some advice on that brewing if you don't already know how to do it.
That's actually for him.
Oh, okay. Oh well, he's really gonna love you then. Okay. So you have your brewing supplies. You have everything that goes with the brewing kit. Where do you want to head off to? Oh, and sorry, I just thought of this too, but because you rolled so bad on your disguise check, we're going to say that's because you're running low on the disguise. You need to replenish your disguise kit. We're going to say that scar was like the last thing you had left that you could slap on.
Let's go get some more stuff for the disguise kit then.
Yeah, those run 25 gold apiece. You can pick up a couple if you like, or you can just, pick up one.
I'm going to pick up 2.
Okay.
So.
Mark that down appropriately. Because you guys have been doing a lot of disguises lately. I mean, you and Raina have been decking everybody out, and we're going to say you ran through it quick.
Yeah. So that's going to come up to 2 disguise kits now, because that one's all out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry if you can hear my little one in the background.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's not high pitch and constant. It's a little one. They do their thing.
Yeah, he's just
We encourage good parenting here at Wart Films because I don't want delinquents running around. So be a good parent now.
Well, he's still getting used to the time change. So
yeah. No. Family and everything comes first. So don't let this interrupt you being a dad.
Nah. Well. My other half's upstairs.
Okay.
So if it actually gets to the point where he needs something, she'll be able to get to it.
Despite some of the characters I play, I'm not actually a curmudgeonly old man. I'm just an old man. Yeah. I'm not a curmudgeon yet. You haven't met Dimitri. He's old and bitter and drunk.
Probably
he is quite literally, you stupid kids, you don't listen to me and you get into trouble.
He's very Italian.
Actually, I'm going for more of the Russian-ish. It just didn't come out right. I didn't slip into it right. Damn kids, and they're throwing magic around, and then the monster spits the magic out, and I told you to quit doing it. That's a little bit of Dimitri.
Mm-hmm. So back to...
Yes, back to Wildom.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess what Michael's going to do is pretty much pick up his clothing and mending first, if that's ready, and then he's going to go out to.
It's been plenty of time.
Yeah. Then he's going to go out to the fight club.
Okay. We're also going to just go ahead and say, because you probably don't want to haul the brewing supplies around, you can drop them off at the Rancid Dagger safe house.
I've got the bag of holding, so.
Oh, okay. But sure. All right, no problem then. Yeah, you can grab everything. Okay.
Both the bards got bags of holding.
I don't keep track of what you guys are carrying around, man. I trust you guys not to lie to me too often. You know.
It's hard for me to lie to you. You can see all my rolls.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know what? Anyway, I have no problem with people rolling at home. I'm one of those people. If you're lying to me about your dice rolls because you think you need that much of an advantage, you're not really playing Dungeons and Dragons. Go play any video game and adjust the settings.
Yeah.
This is meant to be okay. So, yeah, we're gonna say again. You know, your trips around town take another couple of hours. You're getting closer to fight time because that doesn't really happen at noon. That's a nighttime activity. So, we're gonna say it's closer to early evening now. If you want to have done anything in between now and the fight, go right ahead and tell me.
No, not. No, he's not going. He's not going to, except for trying to actually find the place and then try to become one of the fighters.
Sure. Okay then. Yeah, like I said, so you're in more of the right time frame. We're going to say Gregarious told you, you know, what was a good time to go. So you find what is sort of the main arena, and once you actually see the sign, and you can, you know, it's like, how did I overlook this? Again, it's not listed as, you know, the fighting pit, but it's more like, oh yeah, this is a big enough building to hold something of this nature. I mean, it's underground. Like, you go into the front door and you'll go underground because we're going to say you get in, and you're like, okay, I'm just not paying attention.
Yeah.
Or maybe they just weren't open at that time of day. But so you find your way in. You go up to the registration desk. Guy look here. Yeah, what you looking for?
I'm looking to fight tonight.
Oh, you're looking for a fight. All right, that's rich. Okay, what kind of fight you looking for there, kid?
Sword and board.
So you're looking for a death match?
Not necessarily a death match, but.
All right, well, you kind of look. You're new here, I take it. So let me just give you the quick rundown. All right, we got our battle royale. That's usually not to the death, but we don't guarantee your safety. You're going to be fighting up against usually no weapons or armor for that, though. That's just a straight up brawl for last man standing. Takes half the pot. That's usually somewhere around 10 gold to the victor, but it is what it is. And you can get in one of the main event matches. Those usually are to the death, but again, we don't say you have to kill nobody, but we ain't gonna promise you're gonna walk out afterwards either. I mean, how much of a risk are you looking to take here? How much money are you looking to make?
I'm looking to make a decent amount, but I don't want to have to send anybody 6 feet under.
How about I tell you this, man? You ain't gotta kill no people. We got plenty of hunters and trappers that they bring their little pet monsters in. If you squeamish about taking a man's life, we can put you up against something that ain't human.
I'm not squeamish about taking a man's life. It's just that.
Oh, you sound pretty squeamish, but all right, whatever.
No, it's that I've taken quite a few, and I don't want to have to take another unless I have to. So
yeah, like I said, you squeamish, so whatever.
Yeah, put me in against one of the beasts.
All right, that's now for that one right there. We ain't gonna. We're gonna say that's a 5 gold entry. If you win it, you'll make 10 gold. You are of course welcome to put that money in the form of a bet if you prefer. You can bet on yourself to win. So basically, if you walk out of this, you can take 10 gold if you win, or you can make 50 gold if you want to bet it all. And considering that if you don't win, you might not live, I tend to recommend that you go ahead and you place it all on the bet side.
Let's go on the bet then.
All right. Let me mark that down. That you are betting 5 gold and your life to win 50.
Yep.
Okay. So let me just pull up a random creature here. So he's going to say, all right, so you're looking for a beast. Do you have any sort of beast you really want to fight there, kid?
Nothing in particular, just so long as it's not going to hurt the audience as well.
I really think you ain't paying attention to what sort of place this is. So, what makes you think anybody here cares about their safety? But all right, sure. You are looking for to fight something that ain't gonna hurt nobody. That is a fantastic way to go about this, man.
No, nobody else. Just
You're a
nobody else
humanitarian out to help people by killing things. I dig it. Just as soon as I can find something on Roll20 that the audience will not see, because it's working kind of weird on my searches over here. So where is that compendium thing that...
Actually, the good thing about it is that our entire The Expendables crew thing actually looks like a ring.
Yeah.
That's the greatest thing ever.
Okay, I pulled up something. Alright, so because it's going to be the main event, it's going to be a little while. You're welcome to bet on any of the other fights along the way if you want. Or you can go over there and to the bar, and since you are going to be a main contender, you will let you even have a couple drinks for free just to get you loosened up.
I just nod to that and just go, all right, come and get me when my turn's up.
All right.
So what he's going to do is he's gonna look around, and he's gonna see which of the ones he can bet on, and he's gonna try and test the odds a little bit, see who's the ones who look like as if they're more likely to win, even with the odds against them.
All right, I'm just going to start pulling up a little bit of a ring here. So we're going to start practicing with battle maps. That's a new thing for me. So this is just going to be. We're not going to. There's something here for gambling in Xanathar. So 1 second while I look that up, because I am not rolling out random fights for people.
Do you want me to grab some? Do you want me to grab my copy as well? Because that way.
Sure, if you can find it before me, because
yeah.
I know it's in here. I just ain't. That's not no reason to look it up, because there's so many things you can do with one person versus what you can do with six. With six, I'd have a battle royale that I actually did have to roll out.
Aww. Everybody, you need to pick this up. This is the greatest one out of all of them so far.
I am very fond of it. And hey, I can even provide a link somewhere that you can buy it through Amazon, and we get a little bit of a kickback because it helps to pay for things like my internet connection. Just saying, I work from home. I'm self-employed. I gotta be a little mercenary.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's
Downtime revisited, magical items, spell, names, random encounters, world of possibilities, urban encounters, traps revisited, complex traps, designing complex traps, legendary monsters, rivals, capital activities, training, work, research, craft, pit fighting, 131.
131. Okay. You see that they have it all in here, and if you're capable of finding things. Oh, hey, I even got your pit fighting gold about right.
Wow, you just are good.
Yes, I am. Okay. That's really for more if you are in the fight. We're going to go over here to gambling. So, all right, yeah. First off, make a perception roll on the people who are coming in for the current match. Okay, they all just look like a bunch of, local drunks. Sort of like the first guy you saw, but he was on a drug that made him excessively violent at the time. Mm-hmm. So, there's not really anything to give you a major advantage. You can probably pick out somebody and give me, just roll a 20, and I will add or subtract the proper modifier based on what I believe you know. And also, how much do you want to bet on this first guy?
Let's make it 5 gold.
5 gold? Okay.
Dear Lord.
You just lost 5 gold. That guy, the one you put your money on, he got knocked out. He had a glass jaw. So, a few minutes later, the next, fight is starting up. You want to bet on this one? It's another just random brawl. They don't put 50 people in at a time. They put maybe 10 people in at a time.
I'm gonna go for another 5er on this one. Let's.
Okay, give me a perception roll. Let's see which mark you pick out to bet on. Okay, now give me a d20 roll, and we'll see how your bet went. This guy put up a better fight, but he still didn't win.
Yeah, I'm just not betting anymore.
That is probably a good idea. So a little bit of time goes by, and then somebody comes over to tell you that you are up. And let me see where I can find a token real quick, because maybe I was searching in the wrong thing earlier, but yeah, no wonder I couldn't find anything. I must have been searching in the wrong thing. Anyway, what I'm looking for right now are the assets that these are all my pictures. I know somewhere they have their own tokens. I just don't remember where they are. Okay. I don't really want to spend too much time on this, so we're just going to pull out something, and then I'll tell you what it is you're fighting, because I don't particularly want to waste everybody's time. I don't even think we're really going to need tokens for this, but why not try it? Okay, so
you might need to drop him into the player layer, because I can't see anything.
I thought he was already in the player layer. I've got token. He's in the token layer, but you don't see him.
Nah.
All right, just a sec. Let me check something here. Do you see it now?
Where should I be seeing it?
I just changed the map, so I was hoping that
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. Cool. So, all right. We're going to say this is your pit, and like I said, for a one-on-one fight, it really isn't necessary, but it just gives you some options. So this seemingly ordinary man walks out to your fight, and your probably first thought is, okay, sure, whatever, until he rips off his jacket and hair starts to sprout all from his body. And he turns into a werewolf in front of you. And you hear the announcers, "We have a new contender out here to face the Blood Wolf, folks." What name did you give them as your pit fighting name?
The Smoky Bandit.
We have the Smoky Bandit. And everybody starts to chuckle. Is here to face our new our champion of the lycanthropes. And the Blood Wolf is just sort of snarling at you. And then you hear the bell ring. So roll initiative. Yeah, okay. I shouldn't even bother rolling for him. The werewolf will charge, and he is right on top of you. And he is going at you with his claws. Does a 16 hit you?
Nope.
Okay, he misses.
Well, in the words of the great AC/DC, let's do this. We're gonna get thunderstruck.
Alright, he needs to make a DC of... He
14.
rolled a natural 20. So what was your damage on that?
That damage was 25, so he takes half of that.
Okay. So yeah, he his ears are ringing a bit as he comes back at you.
As my bonus action, I'm actually pushing him back 5 feet with the shield as well.
Okay,
So,
that's
because of my shield
that's not a
mastery.
problem because on his turn he's just going to come right back at you with an 18.
That's below. That's actually one below. It's scarily close.
All right, so your AC is 19.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just going to make a note so I quit asking you that.
So
Okay, so yeah, he comes back at you, but he's still not getting through.
yeah. Yikes. Let's see. That was one of my level 3 spells for the day. So let's do that again.
One more dice if I can find it right quick. I'm trying to get the appropriate things for this fight out. Alright, so he needs to...
Hit D14 or
Okay.
hits.
He'll take full damage this time around. That's 12, so...
And he gets pushed back 10 feet.
Okay. Alright, I'm not going to push him back because I'm still digging out another dice if I can find one. So let's go ahead and just roll his attacks. No, he's just not able to get through your armor. So roll your attack again.
Let's go at it with the rapier.
Okay.
Does a 12 hit?
I don't think so. Oh, nope, it just barely hit. So
Wow.
another 12 point. No. Okay, 8. All right.
And I'm going to do Vicious Mockery as well as the bonus action.
Okay, go right ahead and...
Feeling a little bit on your knees? That wasn't even a good one. I can't come up with insults.
Well, despite the fact it wasn't very good, he's taking it as more of a personal insult, and it is hurting his pride just a bit.
Oh, so does he take the 5 psychic, or is he just like...
Now, he failed his wisdom save, so he's taking that. And I'm done digging around for one die. I'll just roll the same one twice if he ever hits you. Oh, and he does. He's got 2 hits on you this time. One of those is 5 points of slashing damage. Other one is 4 points of slashing damage. And it is your turn once again.
So that brings me down to 12. Yep. And yeah, I'm going to...
We didn't really cover this in there, so let me just go ahead and say this right now. Since this isn't supposed to be a necessarily death fight, it can be, but you do have the option of surrendering. If you do that, they try to call off your opponent, but you are they would let you come in with your weapons, but your bag would have been set aside. So, you're not fighting with a bag of holding around your shoulders, is what I'm saying. But it is now your turn.
So I'm going to use Thunderwave again as a level 2 spell.
Okay.
So that's 14.
All right, and that was a dex save. He will not survive. Oh, I mean, he takes it full.
Okay. And then as my bonus action this round, I'm going to do Healing Word.
Okay.
So Healing Word is going to be 4.
Okay.
So that's I'm now at 16. Good. So how's this guy looking?
Oh, he's looking a little bit banged up, but at the same time, I mean, you're attacking him with a silver weapon, but he's coming right back at you with one claw that will break through your armor, And that's going to be 4 points of damage.
You've got to be.
It's like you have very little health or something, and you're more equipped to not being on the front lines, and here you are in a one-on-one fight with a werewolf.
Yes. 19.
All right, that will hit him. What was the damage there, sir?
That is 7.
Okay.
And vicious mockery once again.
All right. And that was a wisdom save. He will beat the wisdom save. What do you say anyway, just to see how well it hits him?
You know, your mother was a lot better than you are. But then she was on her back.
All right, so he doesn't take any damage, and even though he can't speak in his wolf form, you think he is plenty pissed off at that remark. And his next claw is coming in at 4 more points of slashing damage.
Alright. So, yeah.
The second claw still just bounces off armor.
Healing word is the bonus. For some reason I clicked it first.
That's fine.
Thunder Wave. For 18.
Okay. Alright, so 18 points of damage. Alright, he is just still snarling, ears ringing. Ooh, but still he managed to get 1 natural 20 on you. That is going to be 5 points of damage. Because he rolled crap on his damage roll.
Wow. Alright.
So yeah, apparently you rang his bell hard enough that he scratched you with his good hit.
Yeah, let's go with the rapier once again.
Okay.
Wow.
That beats his armor. What is your damage there?
7.
Okay, he is on one knee. He isn't exactly unconscious or giving up, especially without any real vocal cords. We're going to say, if you want, you can look over to the judges and say that you think you've got this and see what they say, or we can see what he'll do on his next round.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait and see what he does on his round.
Okay. Let me throw in. Yeah, his ears start to flicker, and he turns back into his human form and says, I forfeit. And the crowd goes wild. You have beaten the Blood Wolf.
I actually offered to help him up to his feet. that was actually a pretty good fight.
He sort of looks at you like, yeah, you're tougher than you look. And the crowd is just chanting, Smokey, Smokey, Smokey. And so you are declared the victor of this particular round. There's going to be some more main events. You were the undercard, after the battle royales, but you can go collect your 50 gold, and you are welcomed back if you want to, try your hand again the next night. They won't even waste your time with some of these little punks. They'll put you up against a real contender next time. You might be able to make yourself a little bit more gold there.
Yeah, I'll tell him. I'll take you up on that the next time that I'm around. But
all right.
Thanks very much, and make sure that Blood Wolf gets taken care of pretty well as well. He's a pretty damn good fighter.
That's up to him. We don't do medical treatment here. He can go find his own cleric.
All right. Cool, man. Thanks once again.
Yeah. Hey, you put
As
on a
I'm
good
head-
show. That's all we care about.
Yeah, as I'm heading out, I make sure that that I put some cash into the pub for Blood Wolf for himself to enjoy. So I'll put like 2 gold in for his
Yeah,
drinks.
we'll say that you come across them right quick, and he's eyeing you a little oddly, but thanks.
Yeah, don't mention it, man. Next time I see you around, it's
Yeah. Next time it'll be you on your back. But yeah, it's more of a just a friendly competition remark, not
yeah. Well, if that does happen, I'll probably enjoy the view. But for right now, I'm going to enjoy the view that I've got on my feet. So I'll see you next time, buddy.
All right. So you were able to go out. The thrill of battle still upon you. You know the meeting meeting up the challenge of your rival. Dun,
Yeah.
dun 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 dun. All right. Where do you want to go while you're on your battle high?
Well, let's go back to the Rancid Dagger. See where everybody's at.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, because I don't remember your health. How much did you get beaten down in that fight?
I got down to 8 health.
Okay.
I'm not looking good. I'm like pretty
Good
much
to
like,
know.
I've got a black
makes
eye. I've got
Yeah.
blood running down from my mouth. I'm just like,
All right, cool.
yeah.
Blood Wolf feels like he put up a good fight then. Just had to check. Okay, yeah, you go back to the Rancid Dagger. You don't recognize this barkeep either. It's a position that they swap out, but when you show them your little token to get in, no words are exchanged. The bar's always empty because they keep it that way. You go in and it's still empty, but you do see a note sitting there for you. Quit bobbing your head like that. That's weird. That's just sort of throwing me off, man. Stop doing that.
All right.
Hello, nerd chick. You're
there's
just in
no-
time for him to see your note. So yes, there was a note from Raina saying that they were all staying at Viserys's family home because the dicks that run the Black Talons wouldn't give us a fair price to stay here past tonight. And she did not have accurate directions to Viserys' family home. You just know it's in the Upper Deld.
I know it's in the Upper Deld, and I know his family name. So
Yeah. But you still have the place to yourself for tonight, but everyone has cleared everything out.
No, that's gonna be a very lonely night.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna spend a lonely night alone.
I worded that note the way that Raina would have worded it, so it was salty.
Yes, it was.
But I feel that's how she would have written the note out.
Actually, that's. I think if you watch the last episode, that is actually word for word how she.
I couldn't remember it. I probably should have written it down, but I'm glad I got it right.
Everybody's over at a Gold Leaf residence.
Yes.
No, or at Viserys.
So, you are of course free to check out and go over there if you'd like to.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna look
Okay.
for anything that has the Gold Leaf name to it up in the Upper Deld,
Okay.
and I'm going to dress very, very nicely.
Okay. Thank you for doing that because now I assume that you've used any spells that you have left to clean the blood off of you.
Oh, I've also got the clothes. I'm gonna switch into the clothing.
Yeah. I just mean you're not walking around the nice part of town like a bloody mess.
Yeah. let me
So
just-
darn, no, the guards aren't immediately going to seek you out for being a bloody mess.
Yeah, so,
Okay, so you're able to clean up, but you still got some bruises that haven't been fully healed because you only gave yourself 4 hit. So I believe that is Raina. Yes, nerd chick. Correct me if I am wrong, and you are not our good friend, but I'm pretty sure that's her.
yeah,
so-
that That is Reyna. That is
Yeah.
definitely Reyna.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure that was her name, but everybody's using different names around here. It's like you all have a
Reyna.
different alias or something.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
Warp
actually,
Films most places. I carry a brand.
and I need to remember that it's Rihanna, not Reyna.
I keep
because-
pronouncing it different ways because I get to. I'm in charge. Rihanna. Okay. Anyway, you are. You put on your nicer clothes. Shut up, Danny. You put on your nicer clothes. Quit distracting me, you people. You clean yourself up. As much as you're able to. You leave the Rancid Dagger and you start to make your way uptown. So as you get into the different districts, there's more and more guards walking the streets. It is night now, but it's not so late that you walking the streets is in itself suspicious. Until the bruised man in fine clothes gets into the upper deld, in which case you quickly come across a pair of guards.
Actually, because I had the time to, I've actually rolled the hit dice in order to heal.
Okay. Yeah. All right, sure. That's fair.
I'm looking bruised, but I'm at full health, so it's just like. Huh.
Okay, we're gonna say that bruises take time to heal. Even with, magic probably could have cleaned it, could have restored it, but you're still, you have full health, but you still have a black eye.
Yeah.
Is how I'm gonna call it, because the guards rolled a natural 20 on their perception, so they see a man in fine clothing. Did you take off your disguise, or did you leave that big scar on your face?
I've left the big scar on my face.
Okay, because we're going to say that scar really stuck on you all day, even through a fight, but, I forgot to call that earlier.
It looks a bit mashed. It looks like as if I have just been hit with a warhammer.
Yes. You look like you just went 5 rounds with a werewolf. So... And thank you, Danny, for defending me from Nerd Chick. Because I let her be in the store. I am her best friend forever now.
Oh, thank you.
I see what you're saying about me. I have chat going.
Aww.
And because I only got one player, I can stop to yell at you through space and time.
Look at what she said about my face. Aww.
Yeah. So anyway, yes, a scarred man with bruises but wearing very fine clothes is walking into the upper deld, and a pair of guards walk up to you, kind of eyeing you suspiciously. I'm seeing that, Reyna. Yes, I will stop interrupting the game. The guards walk up to you, kind of suspicious. Can we help you, sir?
I'm fine. I've just had a bit of a rough night. I'm currently looking for the Gold Leaf residence. I'm not, as you can see, not in the best features, but I am looking for the residents in order to pay my respects and treaties to them.
Make a perception roll.
Yeah, they're just gonna bust my butt.
Well, your nice clothes are what's getting you this far. Okay. Sir, if you don't mind our asking, what business do you have with the Gold Leaves? Gold Leaves? He's looking smart. Is it Gold Leaves or Gold Leaves? I don't know. You're making us look bad.
The Gold Leaf family.
Yes. What is your business with the residents of this part of town?
I actually bring my hands up and down. Can you not tell?
Sir, either you were recently mugged and you're not reporting it, or you are a brawler who just stole some fancy clothes that happened to fit him. I mean, you can roll a persuasion on your next comment if you want to try to come off a little bit better.
This is where I'm going to be very, very, very twinky. Because I get advantage to charisma deception and charisma performance to pass yourself off as a different person.
You haven't said a deception yet, so what are you going to say? I'm
going to pretty much go, I am one of his lordship's ambassadors to the Elven Kingdoms. I have heard word that they have that they have sent someone to reopen up their summer home, I do believe. And I am coming to be able to start negotiations with them once more on trade.
Okay, I know you get advantage, but because you are a bruised man with a big scar on your face, we're going to take that 17 anyway because that was your first roll.
Yeah.
Sorry, your looks are working against you badly. It's like, so he kind of looks at you like, you're an ambassador, huh?
Yes.
He kind of looks at you, looks at his partner, who... Oh, his partner rolled a little bit better. Like, so, sir, if you don't mind my saying, and you do understand we have to look after the interest of our citizenry here, you don't look the part of an ambassador. You look the part of a man who just got beaten severely.
Oh, I did. I was actually enjoying a night of brawling down at the local pub.
Give me a... I don't even... I mean, I know you're telling the truth. Give me the role you want to give me right now.
Yeah, let's do this as a performance. Oh, nice.
So the two guys look at each other. They start, all right, yeah, okay, sure, whatever. If you don't mind, we will personally escort you to the Gold Leaf residence to ensure that they recognize you and that there is no misunderstandings along the way.
That is very, very good.
So they will lead you to the Gold Leaf residence. It's a little bit late, and because all of those players aren't here, we're just going to roll. So they start to knock. They try to do it politely, but there's nobody answering at the first. They knock a little bit louder, and they're starting. And you say that a family member has finally come to town. Are you sure that they've made it into town at this stage and that they're not still traveling? It's a long way from their family homes.
Yes, I am very sure.
I
actually pull out a rag from, well, a sort of handkerchief from my from my pocket. I start rubbing off the scar. You know, I have to keep the scar on because if anybody knew from high society that I was down there, that it would cause such a scandal. But I still need to be able to have some enjoyment in life.
Give me a deception roll. And yes, you do get advantage because whatever feat gives you advantage on deception.
Actor. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Suddenly my luck has brought me back.
They sort of... Okay, but at the same time, sir, they're not answering, and we're not saying that you're not the upstanding gentleman you're saying you are, but we really don't want to disturb them. How about we take you to a nice inn where you can stay the night, and then you can meet up with your friends in the morning when they are up, or so that we're not disturbing guests, so we're not disturbing the citizenry around here this late at night.
How about I continue to wait here for my entreaties, and you continue on with the works that you are doing. I am, on my honor, not going to cause any issues here.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Oh, it's so good to have expertise. Oh, I want the 29.
Well, you don't get to 29 because
But
they're looking at you. Sir, it is not a matter of your personal honor, which, to be honest, we don't know you. So it's very hard for us to take you at your word. But it would be very unbecoming to wake up the lords of the home only to find out that you were mistaken, and that's if they're even here. We do not see any lights on. We will be happy to take you over to a nice inn. It will be a small cost to you, and it will be a restful night. Maybe you can clean yourself up and look a little bit more presentable to your lord in the morning. They are rolling just well enough to keep from taking this random scarred, disguised man at his word. Sorry. You're doing good, but you've got a few things working against you.
Yeah, the fact that I came in with mashed up
Yes.
face.
And then you start pulling the scar off and telling them that your words are just, your contradictions are working against you right now.
No, I actually haven't really fully contradicted myself when they said you look like as if you've been in a fight with a...
Yes,
Like,
but then
yeah,
you start pulling these marks off of you, and you rub off the scar. They know you're lying about things now. So, they're not locking you up. You're putting forth just a good enough story, but they are not going to stand here and bang on this door and wake up people at this late at night. Because last time they heard, the gold leafs were not in the city and have not been in the city in over a year. Their residency and their taxes are paid up and kept clean, so it's never been an issue for them, but no one is coming to answer the door.
It's alright, fine.
And I keep rolling for that. It keeps rolling low. So they are not going to let you stand outside this door all night. They will
Fine,
take you to a nice inn.
But if some other nation's representative comes here before myself, then you'll just have to be the ones to answer to his lordship.
And he looks at you, sir, we recommend that you wake up very early in the morning, but we will not allow any representative of any nation that cannot walk through that front door on his own stand here and bang on the door all night either. It is our job to keep the peace and to make sure that everyone is protected, and that includes the people who work here.
Alright, fine.
They roll great, but the door knocking just rolls poorly.
So it's like they're really, really insightful, but they can't knock on a door.
They will not bang on this door. They are giving that polite knock like what you would do, if there was someone in the next room would hear it. They are not going to stand there and pound on this door loud enough to wake up the entire household or the neighbors. They are trying to be very polite to you. And they are really insisting that you cannot stand here as a suspicious person at night. It's not going to be allowed to hang out outside anyone's home without suspicion. And you are asking them to just wander off while you stand there all night and wait for your opportunity to go in. I mean, you can keep rolling, but I'm telling you, man, I don't see how you're going to do this without magically influencing them.
I can actually do that.
Do you want to try that?
No, I actually can't.
Okay, I thought you used up most of your magic.
I did.
Yeah. So, they are standing there looking at you. And one of them's like, sir, I know of a very nice, quiet inn. It'll only be 5 gold for the night. They have a very... a good breakfast in the morning. They will even wake you up when the sun rises if you ask them to.
Fine, then I'll do that.
Okay, very good. So they take you. It is is just outside the Upper Dell, but it is right on the border of the Upper Dell and the North Galt. So that's why it's a little bit more affordable, but it's still a nice, quiet inn. And they even they help you with the check-in and explain everything to the innkeeper. And it's like, he's a dignitary of the Gold Leaves. It would be a personal favor to us if you could, provide him with a room for the night. And they say, oh, yes, of course, sir. I'll tell you what, we'll even let you have it for just 3 gold. And if you want, we will wake you up at the rooster's crow.
Just slightly before the rooster's crow, please.
Yes, we will endeavor to ensure that you are up and that you meet with your lords at the earliest possible convenience.
Okay. And as part of the help for what you're giving me as well, I shall perform here for the night, if that is okay with you.
I say, well, sir, everyone's asleep, and we certainly appreciate the offer, but it's going on midnight. This is not a tavern. This is an inn. Slightly different. I know most taverns are inns, but in this case, they are only a boarding house. So they're very confused at why you are wanting to play music when everyone just wants to sleep.
They are confused about why.
Yes. Sir, you are certainly welcome to come back and perform later in the day when people are awake, but you would disturb our guest, and
I'll do that then.
Okay.
But for right now, I'll.
Like I said, this is more like a nice hotel type of thing, not so much a venue for playing music, but they're going to be accommodating because you seem to really think a lot of yourself, and they just want you to take your room and go on to bed.
I actually kind of even appear like as if I'm a noble right now. I think highly of
You
myself.
look like a beaten noble, sure. You might have taken the scar off, but you still have a black eye. You're just wearing very nice clothes and like
a black eye, a monocle.
Yeah. So they're a little confused, but they're trying to be nice because the guards, are asking for a favor.
Yep. So I pay the 5 gold. I head up to the room.
Okay. And then you are able to sleep the night away, with your day of introspection and violence. And wow, we went almost 3 hours on what was supposed to be Michael's day off or day out. Even the side quests take a while. But we got to do so much today, so I'm really happy with it.
Frick's gonna be happy on the next one.
Oh
He's
yeah.
gonna have, we come in, early morning. Michael just randomly shows up.
Yeah.
Slightly yellow face, bruises. I've got brewing supplies.
Yes. I mean, they're all expecting you, but like I said, your fight just took place late at night.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm actually quite amazed that I won. That was.
Yeah. I mean, he was not an easy opponent, but you took him down to 1 hit point, and he was so it was a little bit of a roll to see, does he want to try and finish this, or does he want to accept that, because after all, he knows the rules. He's killed people in that battle before.
So it's just one of those things of some nights you walk away, some nights you don't. This is the night that you get to walk away.
And he decided it was better to take the chance that you wouldn't kill him when he reverted back. Mm-hmm. And you earned his respect for that, I would say. The guards are particularly suspicious of you for walking around the high end of town, beaten and bloody, insisting that you are let into a random home. I love how you guys try to pull those stunts. It makes no damn sense.
It makes sense if you're an actual noble, though. I want to be in here.
But you did not bring any sort of insignia of the gold leaf with you. You just say you belong here.
No. I said that I was the lordship that I was mentioning was actually the king. I was trying to say that I'm a dignitary from the king coming into the
You brought no insignia or
Yeah, that's
proof
true.
of identity. You said it.
Yeah, I said
And
it.
you did
And
not roll high enough to make it instantly believable.
I know.
Sorry, man. My world has basic common sense rules to it. A natural 20 can do a lot, but it can't beat reality.
I know. Damn. Damn
Yeah.
common sense guards.
Yeah. I mean, you guys have been used to dealing with, the lower end places where it's filled with thieves and murderers, and the guards, even 2 guards traveling would be dangerous. They know they got to travel in packs there. You're up here in the high class and you don't know how to act. What does that say about you guys as players?
Damn. I need to actually use the entirety of the personality of Michael on the next one then.
Yeah, he might do quite well there. Or
Yeah.
he might offend a dragonborn family and get breathed on.
Very lucky. Very, very lucky.
Yeah, I mean, those
Me
kids were
too.
kind of rowdy punks, but they couldn't throw to save their lives. Well, Cal, thank you so much for letting us run through this little thing and not just roll up some random dice. This was so much more fun,
Yeah.
and we got to explore so much more of the world.
We actually got to learn a little bit of lore as well. We've
Yeah,
developed.
yeah. I mean, I'm able to drop in little bits and pieces, but you went somewhere and you made just the right comments to learn about the war. Something
Yeah.
it was just it was a note off to the side.
But it makes a lot more sense now, and
Yeah.
who knows that.
Everything can be useful somewhere along the way.
Yeah.
All right, well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to go ahead and have us log off here. We're going to switch back over to the countdown screen while we finish up. So thank you. We're taking off Sunday because it's Easter. We'll be back just as soon as we can because, as you see, if we have the time and the people are available, I have no problem sitting here for 3 hours and running 1 or 2 people through the world.
And we didn't even intend for this to go for about
Yeah,
3
I was like,
hours.
oh, this is going to be like a 30-minute session like I did with Carrie the other night. No, you had a full day, sir.
Yeah. I was just like, I've got stuff to do.
Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and log off because we'll see you all later. Bye.
All right, take care, guys.